narrowed to $6.5 billion in February. But what's worrying is the fact that exports continue to reel under pressure, falling for the straight 15th month. Latha Venkatesh now joining us to analyze the trade data numbers that had come out. And Latha, gold imports have seen a very sharp fall.
Well, the trade deficit itself is a silver lining at $6.5 billion. This is lower than the year-ago level, which we thought was also appallingly low at $6.7 billion. So a trade deficit is a non-problem. If you looked at the services inflows, you get the services inflow number with a lag. You have the January number, and that is 5.7 billion surplus. So if you look at the services inflow and the trade deficit, you're already almost in current account balance. This quarter, we may well have a current account balance if things shape up in this fashion. But as you say, it is the export story that simply is not improving. Down at 20.7 billion. Last month, we had done 21 billion. We are even less than that. And of course, about 5% less than year-ago levels. I'll quickly do the imports and tell you the components of exports and imports. Imports as well are down about 5%, 27.3 compared to 28.5 a month ago and a year ago. But within that, gold imports have fallen, and that's a positive. 1.4 billion is about all. So at least the imports are not wasteful imports. They are the more useful imports, non-oil imports, which are largely steady, a tad lower. But let me come to the exports. A large part of the export fall is actually because of petroleum product imports. Just as our crude bill goes down and our oil import bill goes down, one of the big things India exports is petroleum products, and that has fallen by 28%. Crude imports have fallen by 22%. Petroleum exports have fallen by 28%. So that really is the large export story. Nothing really much to grieve about. Among the exports which actually did well were gems and jewelry. We saw growth over there. Pharmaceuticals, chemicals, and then of course the smaller ones, handicrafts, carpets, jute have done well. We've seen a little bit of impact on textile exports. They've remained largely flat. Among the imports, pulses is the big one, but that in terms of amount is not much. It's just about $1 billion. But in terms of quantity, it's a great deal. Likewise, edible oils is a big import item for India, and so is paper pulp. But electrical machinery, electronic goods, and semi-precious stones are the other things which have shown a robust growth. That indicates industrial activity. Precious stones, of course, is gems and jewelry, which is a very important export item. So I wouldn't say that when you looked at the breakdown of the imports and the exports, it doesn't look all that bad.
Right, thanks, Latha, for joining us with that. So that's the trade data analyzed for you.